Hi, this is Phil and Andy from SkiTalk.com. The platypus, the camel, the Pontiac Aztec.
All things that shouldn't go together but somehow do.
Yes, 2 of those survived. One of them really had an untimely death. Another survivor like that is the Line Blade. I mean, this is a ski that is really more than a sum of its numbers.
Yeah, you look at the tip at 154 down to 95 and then to 124 in the tail, and you know, I think on one of my original reviews, it's like the Barbie doll of skis. The proportions are just not quite right. But once you get on it, all those numbers mean nothing, and it's a giggle maker.
It really is. And the ski is kind of a love child between that old Icelandic Shaman and the Elan SCX. So we've got a ton of shape to the ski, so it carves are really fun. And again, their published numbers for turn radius actually is not a number. They call it tight, which is pretty accurate.
I'm guessing it's probably around 13 maybe.
Yeah, 13, 14 range. And this huge tip here comes in and out of the snow. We've got some rise here in the tail. Even though we've got a side cut that runs really far past here, we definitely have some rise here. But I mean, this ski here, you almost have to get on it to experience it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say, you know, I looked at it and then I got on it, and it is so fun. It carves. It will make you laugh. It's just so fun. And even with this big wide tip, the gas pedal metal in here that gives this interesting chevron shape, it doesn't allow that tip to just lay over like it's torsionally solid.
Yeah. Now they did a really good job with this ski. And the one thing that I will add as an insider tip, if you're between sizes, size down.
Yeah.
Because this ski here, again, it wants to turn. It's going to be active on the slopes, and it wants to be turning, and I think really to get the most out of it is to be on a little bit short of a version of it. And I know I mistakenly one day when we had our demo skis here in our test fleet, we had the men's version here, the regular Line Blade. We also had the women's version, which I believe is like a 167, and I grabbed that by accident. I had just as much fun on that ski.
That's probably a 12-meter ski.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight, so just a hoot of a ski.
Yeah. So who's this ski for?
Someone who's looking for something a little different, but still has this ski has the capability to carve really well for a wide ski like this. I didn't really get a chance to take it into the powder. I think you had a little bit of soft snow experience. I just know on the groomers, it just makes you laugh out loud.
Yeah. Again, and as far as maybe who's it not for, introverts. I mean, you're giving the lift line, and there was not a lift ride that people said, "What's that ski? What's it like?" And you're gonna be answering a lot of questions on it. And also traditionalists or people that really keep a really tight stance. Because of this tip, you will be catching it some, but otherwise, if you've got an open stance, you've got to get out and try this ski. It really is a ton of fun.
If you like to carve or are aspiring to carve, it's the tool for that.
Yeah,
it's a wider ski.
Yeah.
It goes through chopped up stuff really well too. I thought that big tip would be catchy and grabby, but it just cuts right through.
And I think a lot of that is because this gradual shape up front here, that it just comes up in and out of that snow really easy. I mean, if there was a Swiss Army knife of skis, this might be it. This is as close as you get. I want to thank Ski Pro here in Reno for supplying us the skis for the video. And in the end, remember, skiing is fun.
To read the full review of this ski, please go to SkiTalk.com and click on the Reviews tab.
Please also hit the like button and subscribe to see future ski reviews along with other ski-related content. And also, please add any thoughts to the comments section below.
And of course, follow SkiTalk.com on all social media channels. No posts or comments were moderated during the production.